Good morning. This is my third week with the amazing Ian Stevenson. And those of you that have been following his story, I'm not going to bring you up to speed because you know, and if you haven't been following his story, you should be. So check it out on the previous episodes. So Ian, where we're at now, I know there's some people that really helped you on your journey.
Yeah, I think for sure, definitely. That I think there's two messages I want to get across really. One, there will be 2 or 3 people in your life who are so genuinely caring for you that they will do anything within their power to help you. And I genuinely believe that, and I genuinely believe that I've benefited from that help. I know at least one of those people will see this, and he knows who he is, and I hope he takes some heart from the fact that knowing that he has done some outrageously, tremendously good thing.
I mean, the people that you're talking about over the past 12 months, in essence, have saved your life.
Definitely, there's no doubt about that. After what I will call the failed suicide attempt, because that's how I viewed it, and probably still do, if I'm being brutally honest. There was in the aftermath of that, in the few months after that, there was a very, very serious chance that I would make further attempts. And these people who were in my life and were there all the time and fully supportive didn't flinch in the face of what was quite clearly something quite difficult and traumatic. Really gave me huge support and the strength and the courage to carry on and to become better than I was. And for me, those people, the difference that those people made is there will be people in your life who will say, oh, if you ever need a chat, mate, give us a call. But the people that really are genuinely invested are the people that actually pick up the phone and ring you. Because anybody can say, give us a call. People who are genuinely well-meaning and want you to do that will say, give me a call if you need to chat, anytime, day or night. How many times have people heard that? It's said a lot and it's heard a lot. But the person that's receiving that message isn't going to call you. They're not going to call you. So don't say it. They already feel like their life is such a burden on humanity that the last thing in the world they're going to do is ring you at 2 a.m. when they're desperate, because they don't want to be a burden. They don't want you to have to put up with them and their problems when you've got your own problems.
And that's so true. That is so true.
So the key, if you've got somebody who you know is struggling with anything really, particularly their mental health and depression and potentially suicide, but it could be anything really. It could be the stress of a divorce. It could be the stress of a failed business or a collapsed investment or a pension fund collapse or whatever it is, anything that puts them in a very negative situation. And you genuinely care about them. The message from me is you be in touch with them. You ring them, you make the effort, because they're not going to make the effort back. No matter how much you tell them to, they won't do it.
Absolutely. Never a truer word was spoken. But what I want to do now is fast forward you to today. Commercial photographer.
Yes.
Your own business.
Yes.
Tethered tripod photography.
Yes.
And you specialize in?
I specialize in photographing people, places and products. So basically people, your box standard, relatively boring official corporate headshot through to corporate portraits, which are in much more relaxed atmosphere, so they can be indoors or outdoors, 3/4 length, etc. But business related in some way or another for business people anyway. Products is basically anything that can be a product. So whether it be a mug, coffee in still apparently, or a mouse, or whatever it is, a perfume bottle or a piece of footwear or something like that. Yeah. I'll photograph that. And places will be commercial, so architectural interiors, so Airbnbs, hotels, etc., etc., and also exteriors as well if necessary.
And your business is obviously it's something you love, but we spoke last week about you being a wildlife photographer, and that's really where your heart lies. But this was kind of like a compromise so that you can carry on doing the whole photography thing because you love it.
So I love photography, and I've got young children, and I don't want to be in a situation, having spent 30 years begging for a day off to go to my child's sports day. I didn't want to be in that situation again. So I wanted to be a photographer. And I tried various things. I very soon realized that however good I am at wildlife photography, I'm not good enough to make any money out of it. So I can't make a living out of it. So that's still a hobby, and that's nice in some respects because that's my well-being, being looked after without it becoming a burden, without it becoming, oh, I've got to get this shot of this deer for this commission, otherwise I'm not going to get paid. And that takes the enjoyment and the pleasure out of it, whereas now I can continue to do that as a pleasure. And I tried family portrait photography. I didn't really get on with that very well.
Can I just interrupt you for a minute? When you were saying about taking a photograph of a deer for a commission, I've just got visions of you sort of like rushing through the bracken after a deer, trying to get a so I guess your average mouse is a lot more easy to photograph.
Well, it is. Well, you say that, product photography is a lot more in depth than people think, because a lot of people think it is just a case of putting the product on a plinth and taking a picture of it. But actually,
don't tell me there's something to do with lighting there, isn't there?
Yeah. A huge amount of lighting. It's like the lighting in this is just shocking. My video is terrible.
For those of you that, just to bring you up to speed, all through this morning while we've been recording, Ian's been like, oh, the lighting's not very good. The lighting's not very good. Perfectionist.
So yeah, and I like to think I am. I like to get things right. So that's the key for me. But no, for me, people are the key to survival and success, and those people will still be there for you whenever. So I like to say thank you to them, to those that I know were involved in helping me, and I'm sure maybe others out here will help others from hearing this. I hope so.
Ian, I know they will. And working with you the past 3 weeks has been just adorable. You're an inspiration. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for wearing your heart on your sleeve and being as open and as honest as you have been, because I know that there's a lot of people out there that will see this and it will make a difference to their lives. Thank you so much. I know you've got an offer that we're going to pop in the comments for people that want to get involved in the business and come and work with you as a photographer. That'll be popped in the comments. And again, thank you so much for your time. You're absolutely awesome, and good luck with the rest of your journey.
Thanks, Sandy, for the opportunity to share my story. To be honest, like I said, if one person is helped as a result of it, then it's worthwhile. It's completely worthwhile. And I'm more than happy to talk to anybody really if they're struggling. So
thank you.
You know where I am, you know how to find me.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a fantastic day.
Thank you.